It says faith is something that you got to hold for. It's the evidence of things not seen. We don't see black men in power. We don't see black men esteemed as God on earth. That's why I will accept white Jesus, because it takes no faith. Y'all understand? You see this right here? Got a sale going on. Sale by auction. They auction our mothers and our daughters. This is you a couple of generations ago. This is you right here on this auction block, Crampton. You about to get sold to Texas. She going to Mississippi. They take away the responsibility that's upon them by bringing us over here, destroying our minds, giving us the white Jesus that made us hate ourselves and not value ourselves. So how can we value our community? But then they say, oh, they crazy for throwing trash everywhere. Well, we don't value the community. You tell us not to value ourselves. So how the hell can I value something that don't value me? You understand that we Israel? Do you understand that this is us in the Bible? Okay, my brother, have you learned that before?
Oh, yeah.
You look familiar.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you anyway. Do you know that we can read in the Bible about our slavery?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where do I go? I'm just asking. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Where do I go to show our slavery in the Bible?
You can start from the Old Testament, where they use, they use. I can't per se what exact book, but can I say something before
yes, sir,
you go? They use that to make us think that we should be obedient, and our demise to them, praying to a blue-eyed God, because they figure that if God, the same color that we are, that y'all have to be obedient to us.
Right, they mostly use the book of Colossians where it says, obey your masters. But that wasn't talking about a slave master. Because in our homeland, if I got into serious debt, I owed you a lot of money, I can't even pay it back, right? I would become your servant for 7 years to pay off my debt that I owed to you. And then after 7 years, I was free. You understand? That's not the same as me raiding you from your house, snatching you from whatever lifestyle you had, taking your wife, taking your children, beating you half to death, starving you out, putting you on a ship, shackled and chained, taking you across to a different continent. That is not what we did to each other. You understand? Total difference. It's a night and day difference from indentured servitude and chattel slavery. You understand? But they use the scriptures about indentured servitude, which we practice in our own land when brothers fell into debt and hardship. They use that to say, you see, it says obey your masters. You understand? So now, read Deuteronomy 28:15. So this is where you go right here. Come on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So I'm going to paint the picture. So imagine all of our forefathers, all 12 tribes, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, Ephraim, all of us are got together and God dealt with Moses. Moses come down with the commandments. Now he give us the commandments. He say, hey, listen, it shall come to pass. That's what? Future tense, right? Shall come. That's future tense, right, sis? If I say your check shall come, you got it yet? No, it's coming, right? So that's future prophecy, right? So he says, it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to my voice and keep my commandments, curses will come upon you and overtake you. He told all of them got marked with the ultimatum. Either keep the commandments or y'all gonna get jacked up. Right. Curse for thousands of years. It's going on to this day. Let's read some of the curses and let's see if they apply to us, because these curses were not temporary. They were not temporary. They will be upon us for a sign. Read that in verse 46. Watch.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So the curses that I'm about to read, y'all should be able to listen to these curses and like, wow, that's a sign that I am an Israelite. Right. Now, I don't got to wonder no more why the police treat us like that. I don't got to wonder no more why we never got our 40 acres in the mule. I don't got to wonder no more we always the last hire in the first fire. Right. I don't have to wonder no more why they say they hate me everywhere I go. They got a word nigga in every language. Right. Kanaka, Kafa. You understand? In almost every single language, they got the word nigga. Everybody hate our guts. Why? So we're going to read in the Bible and show you why. Read the first curse. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16.
We're going to read the first curse. Come on.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So God says the Israelites will be cursed in the city. When you look at our cities, right? We pack together like sardines. We all frustrated because resources are low. We can't find a job. I'm just looking for work right now, right, sis? I done been there. You understand? We all have been on that unemployment on hold. Right. And then the call disconnects. Right. And you got to be on hold for another 3-4 hours. Right. You got to try back next Monday. We all know what that's like. That's right. God said we be cursed in the city. They putting drugs in our communities. They putting guns in our communities. We don't own no factories. We don't make no bullets. Right. That's right. If they gave us the means to make bullets, we couldn't even make bullets. Right. We wouldn't know what would be lost. But for some reason, everybody got a gun. Everybody got extra clips and extended clips, 30 boppers, extra mags, right? It's a common thing. We are desensitized to murder and bloodshed. Why? Because they dump guns in our communities. They dump drugs in our communities. The Bible says we be cursed in the city. And what else? And cursed where? And cursed shalt thou be in the field. So when you look at what was going on in the field, what was going on in the field? Look at us in the field. They had us in the field. Sugarcane plantations, cotton plantations. Guess what else we picked? Tobacco. Guess what else we picked? Apples, bananas, cherries, oranges. We picked everything that we picked with hands. It wasn't just cotton, but cotton was a major industry that made them trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars. They call Mississippi King Cotton.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. I see you watching the videos. I see you watching the classes. Why you not subscribed? Subscribe today. Click the link below, all right? Don't miss out, Israel. Shalom.
Because they had plantations all over Mississippi where they had us in those plantations working from sun up to sundown. You say, what you say, brother?
Eli Whitney came with that cotton
he came with the cotton gin, yeah.
That turned to change the whole game.
It did change the whole game. And then a lot of us started migrating up north, which was more in the industrial complex.
Started a civil war between the white folks.
It did, because they didn't want to. You're absolutely right. So the brother history, his history is showing you that our history in the Bible is the same history. The Bible gives it to you in prophecy, and then we got to use our mind to say, hey, how does that apply to me? We have to consider, because the other nations are doing their best to keep us all asleep. Right. Our nationality changes every 10 to 15 years. Right. It went from colored. If you look at old slave documents, y'all can look this up, H-E-E-B-O-E-S, Hebrews. Some documents say they got Hebrews for sale. Very close to what? Hebrews. So Hebrews, Hebrews, Negroes, Afro-American, color only. Y'all understand? Read on, watch this. Give me verse 37. Watch this about our names. Read.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So when we got around these other nations, when we got into the hands of these nations, remember it says, you shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations. So now look at the point of view from the nations. They call us proverbs. Oh man, a proverb is a wise saying, right? A proverb is what? A generalization. Like the dog that got the biggest bark got the what? What kind of bite he got? The biggest bark got the what?
The biggest bark.
The biggest bark got the what? The smallest bite. That's what they say, right? It's a generalization. They say all niggas eat watermelon. Niggas eat fried chicken. The black man, he born with 2 felonies. He on his 3rd strike before his parents signed the birth certificate. They said, what do you call a Puerto Rican in the 3-piece suit? Made the defendant please rise. They say nothing worse than what? A big mouth black woman. All black women good for is twerking and making babies. Naked and barefoot. Y'all heard this stuff before, right? I don't want to be what? Naked and barefoot, right? Pregnant and barefoot, right? Y'all heard this stuff before, right? All these are proverbs, wise sayings that the nations make about us to mock us and disgrace us as a people. It says we be proverbs and what else?
And a byword.
And a byword. What is a byword?
Re-educate me on that.
What's your name, sis? Micaiah. If I call Micaiah a thought, that's a byword. Because is that her name? It's not her name. Is it respectful? It's not, right? So when you call somebody outside of their God-given name, outside of the name they family gave them, that's a byword. So God called us the Jews. God called us Israelites. You know what Israelite means? It means prince that has power with God. Right. That's what Israelite means. They say, nah, y'all niggas. Nah, y'all Negroes. Y'all 3/5 of a man. Because we said so. That's a byword. You understand, sis? So we supposed to be what? A holy, special, chosen people. They say, nah, y'all just Afro-Americans. Y'all a hairdo and an Italian. American come from Amerigo Vespucci. Afro is a hairdo. It's a hairstyle. You're a hairstyle and you're a white man. And we accepted it too. You understand that, sis? So the Bible says that we would be proverbs and bywords, and we'd be in astonishment. They look at us like, wow, look at their neighborhoods. Look how they just throw trash everywhere. They take away the responsibility that's upon them by bringing us over here, destroying our minds, giving us the white Jesus that made us hate ourselves and not value ourselves. So how the hell can we value our community? Right. But then they say, oh, they crazy for throwing trash everywhere. Well, we don't value the community because you taught us not to value ourselves. So how the hell can I value something that don't value me?
Right.
You understand?
Bring it out.
They absolve themselves of all guilt. Say, look at them throwing trash everywhere. Look at them killing each other. When this right here is in our heart, so this is why we hate each other. You cannot love you as long as this is in your heart.
Right. That's right. Guns. All those guns.
Yeah.
We can't even organize crime.
Exactly. Exactly. Give me that verse 40, what is that? 30, give me 48. Come on.
Verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Who do we serve in slavery, sis? Who do we serve in slavery, huh? We serve black people? We serve white people, right? They put us on auction blocks and sold us, right? Where's it? Flip this around for me. Hold on, let me see it. Hold it up. You see this right here? Got a sale going on. Sale by auction. They auction our mothers and our daughters. This is you a couple of generations ago. This is you right here on this auction block crying to your mother. You about to get sold to Texas. She going to Mississippi. She might go to California while you all the way across the earth.
Teach.
This is what's going on. And she don't want to be separated. And Master say I'm going to start the bidding off at 80 cents. Do I hear 85 cents? Got 90, got 90, 99, going once, going twice. Sold. Michaela is sold to Master Charles in California.
That's right.
Then your mama, she gets sold to Detroit. Your grandmama might get sold to Chicago. This is what was going on right here. Read that again, verse 48, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
God says, I sent them against you as a people. Because we got high-minded, we got puffed up. We were in our land, we had great high walls, we had an excellent military. We had an excellent military, and we thought that we did it ourselves. We said, we ain't serving God. We gonna serve our idols that we made with our own hands.
Right.
We made nice, beautiful idols of gold and silver. Made up our own holidays to celebrate. We said we ain't keeping Passover. We ain't doing none of that. Y'all understand?
Kids sleep.
Read again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
It says we got to serve our enemies in hunger. So, for example, when you get hungry and you want to go grocery shopping, where you go? Where you go? Where do you go grocery shopping at? You go to Save a Lot. White man own that. Where you go, bro?
Unfortunately, Save a Lot.
Okay, white man own that. Where you go?
Giant Eagle.
White man own that too, right? So God says we got to serve our enemies in hunger. I go to the same places. We ain't got no Israelite grocery store. Because why? We got to deal with the curses too. The difference is the prophets got to let the people know what's going on so we can repent so God can change the condition.
That's right.
You understand? God has engineered a condition for us to turn to him because we ain't got nowhere else to turn.
Right.
That's what has happened. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, right? If we don't pay that bill, they come, the fire department come, they turn that water off, right?
Right.
So it says, and in thirst, or Hennessy, Kool-Aid. White man own all that. Aquafina. Aquafina's acidic. Don't even drink Aquafina. Get you some spring water. Don't even say Aquafina.
Right.
They ain't even got no, they pH is minus. It's acidic. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, right? We look at the tag on your clothes, right? It would say made in China, made in Bangladesh, right? Made in Europe, made in Sweden, made in Italy. It say made in France. You feel good. You say, ooh, the master in France made this. This is fancy. Go ahead.
Alligator shoe.
The alligator shoe.
Find one.
Look at that. And this how they got the alligators right here. They use us as gator bait.
You can't find one alligator in all of Italy or France.
Yeah, so look, so in the 16, 17, 18, they tie ropes around the stomachs of our children, put them on the bank of a river or the shore of a pond or a dirty creek, and use them to lure in the alligator. And when the alligator would destroy our babies, they would drag the alligator in, and then they would kill the alligator to make wallets, belts, purses, briefcases, luggage. Y'all see this, right? This is all in the Bible. Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Birth certificate, driver's license, death certificate, a job, a career, a degree. Get your bachelor's, get your master's, right? You see, I got this piece of paper. Got my master's. So now I'm equal with master. You see that, right? And one of all things, including your God, including your image of the devil. All this was given to us. Every single thing that we call culture was given to us. Right. It's not our culture at all. Because look at him in the ambulance, right? If I kidnap him, put him out in my basement, and I give him an assortment of clothes or food to eat, whatever he selects is still mine. It ain't his culture. He just selected what I provided for him. Right. He don't have no culture. He made choices based upon my choices. Right. That is not culture. That's black culture today. That's right. Read again, come on.
And in want of all things. Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck. He shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck, like a dog, like cattle.
He put it on the kids, because they know the kids and follow their parents.
Exactly, read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
So I look around at my people, right? I see my sister Michaela right here. I see my brothers in front of me. I see my people at the gas station. None of them got yokes of iron on their neck. What is God telling you? We destroyed. Right. Mission complete. When the chains came off, that was mission complete. When you got a dog, right? You get him, he wild, he want to do his own thing. We call him wild because he don't bend to our ways. He's doing what he's designed to do. We was over there in the continent of Africa, we had libraries, we had institutions set up. We had scholars, doctors, priests, everything set up for ourselves, right? They say they are uncivil because we didn't bow down to them. They are uncivil, why? Because we didn't follow their ways. So they say, no, we got to break them. The Willie Lynch letter. We got to break the nigger male and the nigger woman. Then we're gonna make the nigger woman, we're going to make her independent, out in front. And we're going to break the nigger till he's scared, out and back.
She see what they did to that man, she don't make sure that don't happen to her.
Exactly, right? And then you fast forward to today, look what God said. Give me that in Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. Now you fast forward to today, and God going to show you the cycle that was created in that time period. No, that's all right. Read that, Jeremiah 31, come on, 22.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 22. Yeah. How long wilt thou go, O thou backsliding daughter?
Read it right, come on.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
So God talking about us as a nation. He said, how long will you go about being in sin, being out of order, being wicked? You backsliding daughter. So God is he's painting an illustrated story. Imagine you having a daughter, you give her everything, but she don't want to listen to what you saying to her. You know best for her. She thinks she know it all. She got to find out how. She got to find out the hard way. And you don't want her to find out the hard way, but that's us. We that backsliding daughter who our father literally has everything, knows everything, but we think, nah, we know it all. He don't know nothing. That's us. We the backsliding daughter. Read.
How long wilt thou go, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth.
God said, I know how I'm going to punish you. I'm going to make a new thing in the earth. Read.
A woman shall compass a man.
The woman is going to compass a man. That means what? Control the man. The woman in our community, she wants to control you. She want to tell you what to do.
She's the alpha.
She got the kids you gave her, and then you her oldest child. Y'all understand?
The world full of beta males.
And then you wonder why our communities are jacked up. Why? Because the strength of the nation starts at home. Yeah. But if the woman is in control of the house, a woman were not designed to leave the house.
The head of the table now.
You ask a man what he feels, he gonna tell you what he thinks. You ask a woman what she thinks, she gonna tell you how she feels. She is not designed to lead. Y'all understand?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What now?
you what? Under the man's protection, under the man's guidance, as it is written in the Bible.
Bring it out.
But let me get that last curse. Verse 68, come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
We're going to read the last curse. You still with us, sis? You started daydreaming. You done started daydreaming. Read verse 68, come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God says, the last curse is, God says, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. What was the condition for the Israelites in Egypt? What was our condition? Were we on top? What was we at? We was on bottom, right? What were we doing on bottom? We were slaves, right? So listen to what God says. It says, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. Y'all understand that? Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
God said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again, but this time, you ain't going to walk into Egypt. I'm bringing you into Egypt. Turn it this way. He says, I'm going to bring you into Egypt with ships. We were stacked like books in the library, like sardines.
Right.
I'm going to bring you into Egypt again with ships this time. Y'all understand? That's what God is talking about. This is spiritual Egypt. Why is there a pyramid on your dollar? Why? Because the white man noticed Egypt. He noticed Egypt. He knows this is biblical Egypt. It ain't the place, but it got all the attributes of our first captivity. And this is the last captivity. Read that again, come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We would never see that continent of Africa, our homeland, ever again as a nation of people. You might be able to go visit, save up some dollars and go visit, but we would never return as a nation of people until Christ returns.
Right.
Read.
Right.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And when you got off that slave ship, you shall be sold unto your enemies. Let's start the bidding off at a quarter. Let's start the bidding off at $5. I got this one. He 18 years old. Let's start the bidding off at $20. You shall be sold unto your enemies. Auction blocks. Read.
For bondmen,
For slave men
and bondwomen,
and slave women. Read.
and no man shall buy you.
And no nation was like, hey, y'all got God's people in chains. What do y'all want for their freedom? We got money, we got gold, y'all want a part of our land and our country. What can we do to secure the release of God's people? No nation did that. We was in chains for hundreds and hundreds. Nobody gave a damn. Now we wake up to this truth. We bring out the true understanding of Christ being a black, turn this back around. We bring out the proper understanding of Christ being a black man. You know the first thing they say? His color don't matter. His color don't matter. You see how it don't matter when he's black, right? But when he was white, it was all was well. It did matter. Y'all reproducing it. It's all over the world, right? What's that, bro?
Our ancestors, my grandmother though, a lot of our parents, they say that. They say that. It don't matter.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this, bro. I'm gonna show you what God said. It definitely does, but watch this, bro. Read Hebrews 11 verse 1. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. Come on.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
It says faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? Watch this. Read.
For the evidence of...
Come on, bro. Come on.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
So it says faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? Watch this. Read.
For the evidence of things not seen.
It says it. You're reading the word for twice. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Come on, bro. Read it again.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Read.
The evidence of things not seen.
So here's the thing about faith. And this is heavy because it's the reason why your grandmother is that way to this day. It says faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? And it is also the evidence of things not seen. It don't take no faith to believe in this. Because this is easy. Okay, you got a white man who got power. It's a white man who's powerful. I need faith for that. I don't need no faith. All our people, bro, believing in white Christ is easy money. It takes no faith to believe that there's a powerful white man somewhere. It takes no faith to believe there's a special white man somewhere. It takes no faith. It says faith is something that you got to hold for. It's the evidence of things not seen. We don't see black men in power. We don't see black men esteemed as God on earth. That's why our people accept white Jesus, because it takes no faith. Y'all understand? It takes faith to believe that you will want something. And you are still the best thing God ever created. And you're going to rule this earth when Christ returns. That takes faith. That's hard work. That's hard work. White Christ, that's easy money.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word